Good morning, everyone. I thought today we'd do something a little bit different. Over on this channel, we often talk about how to design a beautiful next chapter. Well, part of that isn't just big decisions, it's also the little things that we choose every single day. Those products we actually use and the books we actually read. And those are the small discoveries actually that help us to create this next chapter, to live an amazing next chapter. So today I thought I would simply share a few of the things I'm trying this month. So, some of them I've completely fallen in love with, I have to be honest, but others, the jury is still out. And just so you know, if you're curious, everything I've mentioned is in the links below. Now, many of you, whenever I recommend something, ask me, where did I find it and what is it called? So I thought it would be easier to put everything in one place. So everything that I'm showing you today is available on Amazon. You please do use my links if at all possible. And because I earn actually a little tiny commission from every single thing that is purchased. So I hope we can do this together, and I hope that's not too intrusive or salesy, because I'm not that kind of person actually. So let's start with mornings, and I'm going to start with my morning coffee because, as you all know, I love espressos. Absolutely love espressos. But there are a couple of things that I'm doing differently. Number one, I use something called Nordic Naturals, and Nordic Naturals is one of the really peer brands, but I'm using their collagen peptides. They have a couple of different options. They have one that's like for specifically, they call it muscle and heart or something like that. I just buy the blue one. The blue one here. It has a little cup, looks like this. And I just add a scoop in with my second espresso of the morning or the one in the late afternoon. I can taste it. I have to be honest with you. I can taste it. It tastes a little bit like there's a splash of cream in my espresso. But if any of you prefer lattes or cappuccinos or something like that, you will not notice it at all. I'm showing you this. Cost wise, what is this one? I'm just trying to think. Oh, it's $34 roughly for this big bucket, so to speak, big jar that lasts at least 2 months, if not longer. I also bring it with me when I travel. So I think it's important that when we travel, we don't stop some of our regular routines. Why am I holding this? This little thing is fantastic. I even pack it when I travel. It's a little wire whip. Again, you can purchase it on Amazon, but it helps to mix up this into your coffee so that you don't get any chunks, if you want to call it that. The other thing that I do, and I do this just in water, creatine. As we all know, our creatine is all about muscles. Creatine supports our muscles. And I have to say up front that I'm not a nurse, I'm not a doctor, I'm just like you, where I do an awful lot of reading and Googling. But German creatine is supposed to be the purest creatine. And creatine, for years was used by, bodybuilders, and which we most definitely are not bodybuilders. But as we all know, the amount of muscle in our bodies actually decreases as we age, and therefore creatine can be very helpful. Now, I've been doing the Nordic collagen peptides. Collagen is another thing that really helps us to hold our skin together. I've been doing this for probably 6 months, and I would say I love it and I'm going to continue it. The creatine I have just started, so I can't really give you a strong recommendation at this point, other than everything I'm reading. It's something that we should try, but I can't tell you kind of an after, if you want to call it that. So those are the two things that I really work on in the mornings. The creatine, just so you know, I'm trying to think the creatine, all of this is Amazon, but the creatine was $49, which is, this is at least 2 months. Again, it comes in a little scoop. This is at least 2 months, if not longer. The other thing to think about, if any of you are on, I think they're called GLP-1s, as you know, you're losing weight, but you're also losing muscle. Creatine is something that if you're on GLP-1 medications, you probably should be taking for sure. Do your homework, but that's my opinion. Summer skin. Let's kind of keep going, switching gears a little bit. Sunscreen. I got this sunscreen. It's called Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. I got this in one of the Christmas boxes a year ago, Christmas. And so I used it all last summer. I absolutely love this stuff. Love it. This is an SPF 50. You can buy it on Amazon. And let me tell you, $38. Not bad at all. And this little tube easily put into your purse if you so wish. But I've had this now, I'm going on my second summer. And there is, I think, yes, there's an expiration date on it. But for example, this one does not expire until April of 2028. So, which is important to watch those expiration dates. This is fantastic. Very light, not sticky, and yet excellent coverage. On top of that, I use a foundation. And I don't know about you, but most foundations are too heavy for the summer. I'm wearing what probably looks to you like a muumuu, and that's because I'm in Minneapolis driving grandkids to camps and whatnot. And I think the temperature today is supposed to be 96. So just about everything is going to melt at 96 degrees. This stuff is wonderful. It's called Swede, and it does have a line through it, which I don't know why. I find that really interesting that as a brand, but it is the Glass Skin Foundation. I use 01, the color 01, because I am super white. And this easily goes on top of the sunscreen. Absolutely. It's wonderful. And it provides good coverage, but it just kind of sinks in rather than sliding down the side of your face, which I think is great. Yeah, Swede. Glass Skin Foundation. You can get it on Amazon. Let's see if I can tell you. I wrote down all these prices. $49. And I've had this one, I think this is my second year on it. So some of you are probably going to tell me I should be throwing it out, but $49, it's not cheap, but it's not super expensive. It's not like some of the the big brands, the Guerlains and even the Cliniques out there. So we can't forget the hat, right? The hat. I don't know about you, but I have like a huge head. And so most hats actually don't fit me. Big feet, big hands, big head. So there we are. This is an Amazon product that I purchased last summer, and I actually purchased a second one this summer. I love this darn thing. It's a visor, goes around. I have to take my glasses off, otherwise it gets in the way. But it goes around, and you can see that you can clip it in the back. I have something in my hair that I can't do, but you can wear it down as far down as you want or up as high as you want. What is so incredible, now I'm all caught up in it. What is so incredible about it is it's got a stretchy little thing in the back. So if you've got a small head, you can make it tighter. If you've got a big head, you can spread it out. Also, it rolls. So you can roll this up to go into your purse or to travel with, whatever it might be. Put it in your car if you're in the US and you're somebody who drives a lot, $20. You can have several of these, right? So, but it is so important. Sun, although it's good for us in many ways, as we all know, we love that vitamin D, but in terms of our faces, it causes all kinds of problems. So I highly recommend that hat. Next is mascara. Now, I don't know if this happens to you, so weigh in on that. But what I end up with, I'll put the mascara on. If I put on the top lashes and the bottom lashes, I will end up looking like I was in a gang fight the night before, because it all ends up down here. I no longer, at my age, I no longer put mascara on my lower lashes because I know what happens. But also, I have grown allergic to just about every mascara. It's like I'm fine for 2 days and then my eyes are itching and burning. This is a brand that I have absolutely loved, and I've now used it for probably about 9 months, and I have had no problems at all. You can purchase it again on Amazon. The Ela or Ilia, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's called Limitless Lash Mascara. And you can purchase it on Amazon. It's $29. So, it's truly drugstore kind of pricing without all the junk in it, which I think is incredible. And that's what's important with all of these products, whether it's the collagen that you get, because as we all know, the supplement markets are not very, how do I want to say, scrutinized, at least in the United States, much more so in France, which I found really wonderful. But cosmetics, interestingly enough, many of the ingredients in American cosmetics, I can't speak for Canada, but in America, cosmetics are not allowed in French cosmetics. And so pay attention. And that's why something that is pure is much, much better. What else? Oh, reading, summer reading. I don't know about you, but I can't deal with anything heavy in the summer. I really can't, whether it's clothes or it's makeup or it's books. I can't read things that, yeah, my book club here in Minneapolis just finished the book and had a conversation on The Housemaid. And I know it's sold as bestseller, all of that. It was too heavy. It was way too heavy. For me, as I've gotten older, I can read more serious books during the day, but at night I have to read something that I can easily fall asleep and maybe rework in my head. I found this book series. I don't even know where. Honestly, I have no idea. It looks like nothing, right? It's a little book. It's by Beth Brower. This is book one, and it's called The Unselected Journals of Emma Lyon. I think there's 8 of these, and she's writing the 9th. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. It's written like a journal, but she is a orphan, a little girl, Emma. She is a young woman at the start of the book. She talks about where she's been because she inherited a house, but she has a uncle or cousin or somebody like that who is supposed to be taking care of the house, which is her inheritance from her parents, while she went and worked in service for someone. And when she turned 21, the home was supposed to be in her hands. And I won't tell you any more than that, but it's fascinating. You will love it. You will absolutely love it. The last one that I'm not recommending, but it's something I'm trying. This is called LifeWave. There is a version for the day and a version for the night. And they come in these little teeny patches. Looks like that. And you take off the sticky and you put it right in the back of your neck, kind of where your neck actually meets the base of your spinal cord. It was recommended to me by a woman who sells them. She sells a lot of things, but a woman who sells them, who is on the Chelsea Flower Show tour with me. Wonderful woman. And we were talking about red light and how red light is so good for our skin as we get older. And she brought this up because this is basically phototherapy, as it's called. Like I said, I don't know yet. The verdict is still out. I've only been using it for about 2 weeks. The one thing I will tell you is the sleep one actually, I think, has helped me to sleep better and to sleep deeper, which is kind of interesting. I don't know about the day. I can't say I feel a whole lot different, but Therese's comment was that when you're not feeling that different, your body, it's actually working on something else in your body that is off. And by feeling different, I would have expected, more energy, that sort of thing. And if I'm not feeling that, her comment was the LifeWave is doing its work, but it's not gotten to the point where it can change your energy level. I don't know. That's up for grabs. And so do check it out and let me know how you're doing. I'm going to really try to stay consistent for a couple, 2, 3 months, and then I'll come back to you and let you know what I actually think of it. I have included a link below that you could purchase it if you want to try it out. Maybe you just want to try the sleep one. It's up to you totally. They're not cheap. This is healthcare, and it's healthcare that's not covered by insurance. It's $99 for 30 patches, and you're supposed to put on a new patch every day. So that gives you an idea of the cost, $100 a month. But you know what? I thought if this kind of makes me feel like I have a little more energy in a natural way and I sleep better, it might be worth it. That's something that as we age, we have to keep trying things out, because what works for me, and that includes all these products, may not be something that you like at all, but we keep trying. That was the one thing I talked about, even in my book, was about the fact we have to try on ideas. And that means we have to experiment. And that's what LifeWave is all about. So, anyways, these are just a few things that are on my kitchen counter, on my bedside, and in my daily routine. I would genuinely love to hear from you. Is there something that you've discovered lately? That's what this channel is about. And certainly over at the Salon Table on my Substack group is really sharing, because we're all learning together. We are all aging together. It's not like, I've been 95 and then I went back down to 65. We are all in uncharted territory, whether it's products or it's a book or whatever it might be, something small, that makes your everyday life better. I want to hear about it because I might want to try it too. So leave it in the comments below, and let us know what wonderful things you're trying. And if you want more of these kinds of conversations, books, travel, beauty, gardens, the little things that make our life richer after age 50, I would love to have you join me over on Substack, where we continue the conversation, as I say, around our salon table. Take care, everyone. A biento.